Welcome back to the Lifestyle Dropbox. You know how we do. Every week, we are here to discuss all the lifestyles, fears, fetishes, and fantasies of the BDSM and kick lifestyles. And also, you know where you can find me. You can find me here on YouTube at Lifestyle Dropbox. You can find me on Spotify, Lifestyle Dropbox. You can find me on Patreon, Lifestyle Dropbox. But also, you can find me on Instagram, Lifestyle Dropbox underscore podcast, and also lifestyle underscore drop underscore box if you want to keep up with the events. All right. So, guys, we are going to jump into this hot topic of today, which is hygiene of the parties, basically cleanliness. We're going to also touch on topics of STDs and things of that nature. Again, please understand that this is the lifestyle. This particular topic doesn't necessarily have to do with directly the lifestyle because it can apply inside and outside the lifestyle. It is basically something that we deal with in life. So it's not to scare you away or, say, ew, gross. It is just to enlighten you, give you some foresight of what's going on in the events, like I said, and also just a little suggestions on just what to do in general to just kind of keep yourself together and make the lifestyle in your life just a little bit more healthier and beneficial. Okay, so one of the things that I would like to talk about most importantly is let's start with something as simple as hand washing. Okay, you come into an event, in my particular event, and I hope that other hosts pay attention and are also mindful. Washing your hands as soon as you come in the door. Again, not lifestyle, just life. That's something you know that you're coming in dealing with crowds of people. You know that you're going to be around food and you know that you're going to be touching genitals and everything else. I think that it is very, very sufficient to wash your hands as soon as you come in the door, just like you would before you eat dinner or anything else of that nature, just to make sure that you're coming in the door correct. All right. And that's also something that the host should not necessarily reinforce, but also kind of hint here and there, throughout the parties, or that's a great way to greet your customers and let them know that's a part of hospitality, especially letting them know that you expect, the people that you choose to allow to walk in your door, you expect them to have at least some type of sense of cleanliness or good hygiene. Okay, so let's start with that. Washing the hands is very important coming out of the bathroom, coming into the building, being around food, or even, like I said, being in the play areas when you're starting to touch, on people, whether it be, a hand job or fingering someone or putting fingers in the mouth, whatever it may be. At least we take the initial step to just, be clean. And we're not going to talk about guys who have dirty, oily, mechanic fingernails. Okay, that is gross. I understand that you may have a down and dirty, hard-working occupation, but that is not an excuse. I have grown up with plenty of hard-working, nitty, down in the grit, type of guys, and let me tell you, they bank on getting their manicures. They bank on coming home, cleaning the oil, the dirt, the grit out of their fingernails. That is important. And as a guy, you should not want to present yourself like that to a female or even think that it's okay that, a female would want you to touch them or let alone insert your fingers into, their genital areas. That's automatic, just bacteria at its finest. So in the event that you do want to clean your fingernails, I always tell guys, go ahead and do a nice scrub, you know what I'm saying? Do a little oil lift if you have to. You can go ahead and put some Vaseline on your hands and actually put some rubber gloves on them and leave them on there for a while, and that'll actually lift the dirt from underneath your fingernails. So don't come in my stuff with the excuse of, oh, I can't do it. I done tried everything. No, you haven't. You haven't tried enough. You understand what I'm saying to you? But anyway, that's just a pointer and suggestion. All right. Let's go. It's levels to this thing now. Let's go into something as simple as mouthwash. The majority of places that I've been to do offer at least mouthwash. Um, Mouthwash is important, especially when hosts are serving food or you're drinking or you're smoking, things of that nature. You definitely don't want to walk up to someone, male or female, with some, bad smoky breath and all those good things. So you want to definitely make sure that you are using the mouthwash if it is, offered at the event. But that's also a good way to say we're going to get into the toiletry bag that I believe most people should carry with them in general, but most of all have them with them during an event, or if you know that you're attending an event. I do understand that a lot of people don't know that they're going to be attending an event or it's last minute or whatever, but also it's good to have these things on you, at all times, just in case. Like I said, it's not lifestyle, it's life. So we're not going to go ahead and make it seem like this is particularly for just events. No, these are just everyday, daily responsibilities that you should just be taking care of or want to take care of if you're going to be in the presence of someone. Or again, if you're raised in a way, where your parents told you, hey, present, wake up, take care of yourself, look your best because you never know who you're going to run into. And that's absolute facts. You never know who you might run into, the president, you might run into God, who knows? But at least you want to look presentable, and most of all, look presentable for yourself. Because you want to look good, you want to feel good, and that ups your confidence when you're dealing with people and also when you're mingling inside the events. So, mouthwash is very, very important when it just comes to socializing and just opening your mouth. Gargle a little bit, do all that stuff, get back there, swish it around, all that stuff. For me, I used to offer toothbrushes in my party. I used to offer a lot, but then again, I can't get people to go home. So, got to take that away. So, but I definitely don't mind offering anything. Like I said, when you come to my events, I make sure that you have plenty of towels and washcloths, mouthwash, the whole nine. I'm so big on hygiene and hospitality. It's not even funny. So yeah, we touched on washing hands, rinsing out the mouth. That all coincides with basically oral fingering. Like I said, oh, we want to make sure. Let's get to the toiletry bag. Let's do that. The toiletry bag is something that you should be carrying with you, just in case. Something that could be in your toiletry bag. You should have your own condoms, regardless of whether you're a man or a woman. Again, women poke holes in condoms, and men buy condoms that are latex, don't fit. You never know. Men poke holes too. You never know. You just don't want to, do those types of things. So you want to make sure that you are absolutely safe and not naive. That is life, not lifestyle. You want to come in here and still use your common sense and your discernment. So condoms is definitely mandatory in my event. There is absolutely no bareback play. Excuse me, bareback play. And for those who don't know what bareback is in the lifestyle, that is a term to say unprotected sex. There is no bareback play in my environment whatsoever. There are other people who privately host who choose to do those things with, proper STD testing paperwork, or, so have you. But for me, that will never happen in my events. You must, condoms are a must. Um, Another thing to carry with you, obviously, some lube. You don't want to go ahead and, be what I call friction, just rubbing it. Next thing you know, you're putting chicks out of commission. Their lips all swelled up, can't play anymore because you trying to, bust it down and all types of stuff. And she trying to make it seem like it just feels so good and don't want to speak up. We're not doing that. Like, carry your Uber lube with you, carry your Astro Glide, carry your platinum, whatever you choose to have. And again, if you don't have them, I offer it in, the environment. There's nothing here that I don't offer, but that's not me telling you don't come unprepared, because there is a time where my supplies may run out or whatever else, and you still want to show some sense of responsibility, maturity, or priority, things of that nature. So I'm telling you, it doesn't matter whether it's lifestyle or vanilla, it's life. It's something that you should take into consideration and make it just a habit. Keep it in the car, keep it in the trunk, keep little wipes in the glove compartment, anything, just go ahead and make sure that you're prepared for the situations to come. And again, it doesn't have to necessarily have to be lifestyle. You might have somebody that you just randomly meet on the street and you might have a moment or whatever else. At least you're prepared. So this episode is more about preparation and, like I said, great hygiene and really trying to prevent some of the mishaps and some of the nasty things that can come along with sex environments or sex positive environments. um Another thing to carry with you, we did the lube, we did the condoms. Carry you some dude wipes, some baby wipes. For the fellas, again, dude wipes are important when you go to the bathroom. Okay, don't just shake it and put it back in. There's guys that walk around the lifestyle events with little wet spots on their wee wee area. We're not doing that. Okay, we are grown adults. You need to shake it, wipe, put it away, okay? Again, you come to my environment, the baby wipes are sitting right in front of the toilet. No excuse. If I catch you walking around with the little wet stains, I'm gonna look at you funny. Okay? So at the end of the day, we want to make sure that that's taken care of. The dude wipes and the little baby wipes, ladies, the wet wipes or whatever else. Get the little dollar store packs. Go into Walmart, go into the little 99-cent dollar section or whatever. There's really no excuse why you can't have these things with you on a regular basis. And I'm going to repeat it a lot in this episode. It's not lifestyle, it's life. And again, life is also a lifestyle. What you carry with you, how you present yourself, these are also forms of lifestyles. Hygiene is a lifestyle. Some people don't have the lifestyle of, the education of, cleaning themselves properly. Guys pulling back the skin when you clean and things of that nature, or women, wiping properly so you're clean and things of that nature. Again, everybody is not brought up the same way, but it's never too late to learn. Okay, so I'm giving you guys some suggestions on how to just make your experience in the lifestyle, a lot better. Another thing um, that we can carry around, not just condoms. Ladies, carry some dental dams. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, there you don't have to be in the lifestyle. One, you can give oral with condoms on. That is very much appropriate in the lifestyle, and that's a conversation that should be had before oral is made. And a lot of people just dive right in, but there are also a lot of people who take their safety and their body very serious. And unfortunately, guys, I know that that's a bummer to, well, I'm not going to have any feeling, with who sucks dick with a condom on. A lot of people. And you don't want to end up with, STDs like herpes of the mouth and the herpes of the genital area, all types of stuff that come along the way. You just don't want to deal with that type of stuff because they do exist in the lifestyle. And again, it's life, not lifestyle. This can happen anywhere with anybody. So we want to make sure that, this episode clearly projects that it's not cool to be naive. Don't be naive. Don't think that someone's always going to take care of you. Don't think that the supplies are always going to be provided. Just make sure that you always just take care of yourself. That's the whole point of being an adult and being grown up, making sure that you're taking the necessary precautions to take care of yourself, not having to depend on someone else, not having to worry about someone else. It's just that self care. This is all about self care, self hygiene, self care. All right. Um, to go back to the toiletry bag and why it's important. One, because of self-care. Two, preparation. And three, it just really prevents a lot of mishaps in the lifestyle. The condoms prevent, as well, I'm not going to say STDs, but the condoms obviously prevent pregnancy. It can prevent um If you want to use it before the oral, it can prevent, you know, oral STDs, but it's not specifically made to protect that because at the end of the day, guys, most importantly, I need you to buy condoms that fit. Okay, everything does not deserve a magnum. I'm sorry. And at this point in time, the way that things are set up, there's a lot of women out there who are extremely allergic to latex. And it doesn't matter what it is, they're just not good. They smell the minute that you're done with it. You know, the genitals, they smell like the actual spermicide or the you know, the actual latex of, you know, the condom. That's not good. And then you be itchy, you be burning. And then most of all, if they don't fit, what happens? You think you're putting in work, but the reality is you're not. You think that it's feeling good, but the reality is it's not. The condom slipped off, you were too small, and at the end of the day, now you got to stick your whole entire hand and forearm up somebody's vagina. You get what I'm saying? And now you're digging all up in there and all types of stuff. Oh, I can't feel it, I can't do it, and you're pulling it. It's just, that's gross. That's gross. And then you're leaving forearm hairs all in the tunnel. Like, that's gross. And God forbid, if you're the mechanic, oily fingered guy, oh, you done shoved all types of bacteria up there. And next thing you know, we're in the hospital, you know, getting clamped open. And the doctor's like, hello, anybody in there? We don't want to do that. Okay. We don't want to go looking and searching for foreign objects. We're not doing that. So we want to make sure, guys, it's nothing wrong with being you. It's nothing wrong with buying regular size condoms. There's nothing wrong with that. But it is something extremely wrong having a foreign object, you know, stuck up in your stuff. And now somebody has to go in and retrieve it with some, you know, dirty fingers and a dirty forearm and everything else. That's just, you know, it's just not cool. So, another thing I would like to speak about as far as hygiene, the spitting, all types of stuff. The spitting, one thing, most women, if they like it, they like it. Again, it's your responsibility to come into the events and actually set your boundaries. Don't come into the event thinking that you have to do certain things. And don't ever think that someone can get one up on you just because they have a nice personality and are friendly and you're too afraid to say no. Sometimes it's better to be a no person than a yes person. Set those boundaries right off the bat because there are a lot of guys and women who are aggressive and they just come in, they just kind of want what they want and just take you, you know, take you for a spin. But the reality is, there are a lot of women who don't like fluids. Me in particular, as an example, you can never lick your fingers, suck your fingers, stick them in. You can never spit down in my stuff. Like, no, it's just gross. Now, I'm making it clear. This is not in life for me. This is lifestyle. When it comes to my partner and somebody that I actually have a bond with, somebody that I actually see clean themselves and take care of themselves, of course, you want to be more vulnerable and open to them and allow them a little bit more leeway and freedom with your body and submission. But inside of a lifestyle event, a swinger party specifically, yeah, you don't want to give your whole entire being to a total stranger unless you're just nasty like that. There's a difference between being a freak and being nasty. When you come in and you're just smutting along, you have no type of discernment, you have no type of boundaries, that's hoeing. That's a totally different thing. That means you have not taken into consideration at all. I get it. You may love or like sex, but at the end of the day, where is your discernment? Where is your observation? Where is your, you know, your examination of the room, the people? Nothing. You're just here because you want to just get bodies. Cool, to each his own, but be mindful that you may be the person that pops up, you know, later on down the line claiming someone gave you something. Well, you know what? That's your problem because at the end of the day, swinging is not necessarily about a fuck fest. It's still life. And again, it's lifestyle, but you still have to use common sense of life. So I think that this particular episode, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm not going to make it too long because, these particular topics almost kind of make you not want to have sex. And that is not, the goal that we're going for. But we want to make sure that we do stay safe. We want to make sure that we stay clean. We want to make sure that we're respecting other people's boundaries and bodies and things of that nature. So, yeah, make sure that you guys are coming into the environment, like I said, having those conversations, making sure you're using your condoms, make sure you're bringing your toiletry bags, and have a good time and go home and have a peace of mind knowing that you came and you you know, self prepared and things of that nature, and you don't have to worry. So, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. You know where to find me again. You can find me on all those platforms I stated in the beginning. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. And again, I'm out. Deuces.